Good afternoon on this very cold February day. It has been this morning around 20 below zero, and it's going to be another cold one tonight. We'll see some next week, some warming, but we've been living in an ice box here at Glenwood Lutheran Church, and my office is a little cool itself. Well, we gather today, and this coming Sunday, we'll hear an interesting gospel lesson. Let me get into that just a little bit now as we consider what we might hear. Most of you are familiar with the concept of paying it forward, and the idea here is that when we receive something gratuitously from someone, some kindness, some act of generosity, instead of repaying it back to them, well, saying thank you and then doing so likewise, we should instead take that moment and what we've learned or what we've received or what we've experienced and hand it on to someone else, act it out to someone else, in a sense, paying it forward or paying it to someone else, but not the person who originally gifted it with us. The example that's often quoted is a parent doing something for their child, and instead of the child, maybe now an adult child, paying it back, doing it in kind for them, what they do is they perform that act for their child, for the grandchild then. And it becomes a way of paying it forward literally in time and space to another generation, who then, the hope is, will also do the same for another generation. Well, one of the things as social scientists have studied this behavior of humans is they've concluded a couple of things. First, when the thing, the act, whatever that initiates it is perceived positively and has value, people will their response tends to be gratitude. And out of that gratitude, then they will either respond to the person that did it to them, thank you, or do the same thing. Much as somebody holds a door open for you going into the store, you run up, you come through, and you grab the door, you hold it open for them. Or if somebody does something to you which is less than desirable, has some sort of negative element to it, your response will not be necessarily positive. It won't be gratitude. It may be anger, or at very least disappointment. And it's likely, if you cannot visit it back on them, we might consider that rather revenging, sort of revenge. We will do it to somebody else. If we have a lousy day at work, we'll come home and take it out on those people around us, or whatever, with our lousy attitude as well. Well, in our gospel lesson this weekend, you're going to hear this. Jesus said in Luke chapter 6, verse 27, "But I say to you that listen, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, and pray for those who abuse you. If anyone strikes you on the cheek, offer them the other also. And from anyone who takes away your coat, do not withhold even your shirt. Give to everyone who begs from you. And if anyone takes away your goods, do not ask for them again. Do to others as you would have them do to you." Interesting. Jesus is not talking about pay it forward. He's not asking us to respond to the good things that happen to us by handing them off then to others. What he is suggesting, very radically, I think, is that our lives are meant to be an instance of initiating all the good things around us. That we are, irrespective of the circumstances around us, we're to initiate We're to initiate love. We're to initiate blessing. We are to initiate nonviolence. We're to initiate generosity. We're to initiate a way of living that's not based on how people treat us. Well, interesting way to think as we head into our world nowadays. We are not believers who pay it forward, but rather we are, if anything, believers who initiate in the world what Jesus